One of the ways in which one can make money in cryptocurrency is trading the cryptocurrencies itself. Aside this, there are several other ways of making money in dealing with cryptocurrencies. One of it is participation in a launch pool where you get introduced to a new token or coin that is hitting the market. Another way is participation in mining pool where you join a mining pool and you become part of those that validate transactions of cryptocurrency on a particular chain. So there are so many other ways like staking, okay, that one can utilize to make money. But in this video, I want to explore how much money can be made in launch pool. Does it really worth it? As we go into the tutorial, we are going to see, and you can decide for yourself whether it's worth it or it doesn't. Thank you as we go along. So in this video, I would like us to explore and see together whether it's really worth it to participate in a launch pool. There are several factors that can determine whether you make money or you don't in a launch pool. So in this video, I want us to explore together and see for ourselves whether it's really worth it to participate in a launch pool. There are several factors that can determine how much you make in a launch pool. So in this particular exploration, we will be looking at the ongoing launch pool of Hamster Combat. At least as at the time of recording this video, this is still ongoing. So let's explore. So this is Binance launch pool. We are going to go to launch pool. Okay, here we come to the launch pool. Right. Like I said, there are several factors that determines how much you make in a launch pool. One of it is the total amount of airdrop of that particular token in question. Like in this case, the total airdrop is 3 billion Hamster Combat token. That's number one. Another factor is the project duration. In this particular project, the duration is 3 days. Another factor is the number of people that are participating in the launch pool. Like in this particular case, participants only on the BNB pool, as at the time of recording this video, they are 1.275,679. That is 1,275,679 people, participants. Okay, and this number of people in total have locked an amount equal to 18 million plus of BNB. On the FDUSD, being a stable coin, is that the number of participants on this leg are 136,213, and the total amount locked on this leg is 1 billion plus of FDUSD. So we can know exactly what this means. So looking at these factors and variables that determines how much you make in a launch pool, we are looking at the total amount of airdrop for that particular token, the number of days in which that launch pool or project is going to run, the amount or the number of people, maybe not even the number of people per se, it is the number of participants plus how much each of those are putting into it. Okay, so the determinant here would then be looking at the total locked fund, because this is what is going to be the determinant. You can imagine, let's say only 1,000 people are the ones who contributed this 18 million plus, as against 1.2 million plus that we have here. So this is going to significantly affect how much individual gets in the pool. I'm part of this launch pool by locking this amount of BNB. Currently, the amount of BNB that I locked, it's in the neighborhood of $140, $140 or thereabouts. Okay. And I made sure that I joined the pool before it started. So I am part of those who benefited from the very scratch of the pool. According to how Binance designed this launch pool, their system is refreshed every 1 hour or so to say. Okay, so what it means is since this is going to run for 3 days, and what we can see here, that this project will end in 2 days, 11 hours, 13 minutes time. And I was part of those who started from the scratch. What it means is, so far, for about 24 hours minus 11, which is 13 hours ago or thereabout, that I've started in the pool, this is the amount of Hamster Combat that I've made. 5.73 Hamster Combat. That's 5 units, 0.73 fraction of Hamster Combat. That is what I've made so far. So one can think that since the project started in less than 24 hours ago, let's just say, for calculation's sake, let's just say it started 13 hours ago, and I have made 5.73 in Hamster Combat. Perhaps we can easily say that this amount could be multiplied by around 4 and say that I will make like 20 or 21 Hamster Combat by the time this program finishes. But it is not true. It is not so. Why? Because this launch pool is not closed yet. People can still come and participate. Like on the leg where I am not part of, you can see that I can still lock some fund in FDUSD. It is the same thing with people that are yet to stake on both legs. Otherwise, so people can come. Basically, what I'm trying to say is more people can come before the final day of this launch pool. Currently, we have 1,275,679 on the Binance leg. It can times 2 or times 3 of this number. It's possible. So, which means when more people come, if they come at all with huge amount of money in BNB, then they will shrink my own distribution in the token. What I've got now is what I am sure that I've got. I don't know what I will get next by the time it is 24 hours, 48, and 72, and it finishes. Okay. Otherwise, for now, this is what I'm seeing, and this is what I get. Now, let's look at, does it really worth it? Well, it depends on your position. It depends on who you are. It depends on whether that money that you put in the launch pool would have been used or would have been better utilized to make more profit than I have made here so far. And don't forget that we don't even know how much one Hamster Combat will worth yet when it hits the market. But so far, this is what I have got. Supposing I have like 10 BNB, you can imagine I would have made so much more than this, right? Okay, so this is my own view of how much money can be made. So it depends on those factors, and one of the other key factor is how much you put in. The value of the amount you put in terms of US dollars will equally determine how much you make at the end of it all. So in conclusion, from my personal opinion, I would say yes, it may worth it if that money or your asset in which you locked wouldn't have done anything for you.
If it was just going to sit on your wallet, then it's really worth it. It's worth to give it a try, because at least there is nothing that I lose from participating in this. Otherwise, it is, you can make a life-changing money from it. You can't. Unless maybe you put so much money. And if you are able to put so much money, your life has already changed. So you are not making, so it is safe to say that you can make any life-changing money from participation in a launch pool. But does it worth it? You determine that for yourself. It depends on those factors as earlier highlighted.
I believe you have gained value from this tutorial. And if so, don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. And hit the notification bell for you to get notified whenever I drop a new video like this.